Okay, so Jackie, I saw this film last night. It's fantastic short. I definitely think it's one of the higher quality films that I've seen at Dances with Films. How did this story first come to you?
Well, thank you for your kind words, first of all, and thank you for I appreciate you taking your time viewing this movie. So basically, first of all, growing up, I always enthralled by many movies and TV programs based on true events, especially like some weird history and paranormal activities through across the entire globe. And I never thought these types of stories could have such a huge impact on me. But after watching many shows and movies like Chernobyl, Zodiac, Mindhunter, it really dawned on me that these representations of true events would
Mm.
spark my great interest in writing my own story that tied to similar genres. And I couldn't stop myself thinking, about those subject matters even days after viewing it. So when it comes to my time making this film, I wanted to create something that could engender the same feelings in others. And so I started by digging into a number of strange events, but those really didn't really sit right with me first. And in the end, it was my close friend who came across a YouTube video about a time traveler, and that video immediately kind of just rose my curiosity and had me hooked to it. And that original concept forms the prototype of this movie. Of course, I added, some twists and turns, ups and downs, hoping that we could elevate the story to the next heights, next level based on the event. But overall, yeah, that's pretty much my inspiration in the idea, where the idea comes from.
Awesome, and Dances with Films is, comes right in Hollywood. It is the Chinese theater. It's an iconic location. What is it? What does it mean to you having your film shown at such a location?
I'm sure it will be a fantastic, incredible experience. I never, over the past a year and a half, everything has been locked down. Everyone is has been shuttering in place. So we really didn't have a choice, have a chance to watch a movie at a theater with tons of audiences sitting around you. We of course we're very lucky to got into some festivals, but none of them have this in-person screening opportunity. And Dances with Films actually gave us the opportunity, viewing this movie on a giant screen and inviting that we get to invite many friends, families, and filmmakers and cast and crews to the theater and have them and give them this incredible experience. And that's something I value the most for Dances with Films. And I personally haven't had a chance to watch this film at a theater or on a giant screen, so I'm super excited about this experience, yeah, which will be premiering on this Sunday, August 29th.
Yeah, the time travel aspect to this short is fascinating, but it's just like the tip of the iceberg. Why did you choose to include the LGBTQ aspect and kind of I guess, fear she had, coming from that past time and how she would be accepted during that time? Where did that come from?
First of all, when I have this concept, when I came across this idea, I think that the story itself wasn't convincing enough because because the storyline is quite flat when I just went over the entire story. Right, it's a time traveler who self-claims that um, she teleported from 1950, and she is stuck in that mental asylum for a couple of days. And I don't want to spoil any plus further, but like moving forward, like from that point forward, there's a lot of twists and turns that I created, that I made it up, in order to you know to create a more dramatic feelings, to engender those suspenseful elements, at those, um, to create a story arc for all the audience. I feel like having that unique story, and a unique a twist would be crucial for the entire story. And when I make movies, I always think about incorporating some of the socially relevant issues that happen in the past in our society, and would like to I would like to ask all the audience and filmmakers to look back our past and kind of take away from movies that we would watch these days, and that's why I want to, you know, combine those issues. Not necessarily for this movie. Some of the upcoming movies that I just finished, that I wrap up production for, are all about social issues that may or may not solve in our society. And those are the topics and subject matters that I'm very interested in touching on, and grab audience attention. Yeah.
Yeah, this story really captivated me, and I was left wanting to know more. So, is there any plans to expand this to a feature film?
Unfortunately, this is more like a one and done project. I wish I could have come up something even before the principal photography, even before we started our pre-production process. I just at the time, I just didn't have this forethought. I didn't think this far that we could potentially make something out of it. But if I could go back and rewrite something for this movie, I would definitely create the storyline with the thought of developing a feature. But I think there are many characters in the story that worth developing. There's a lot of twists and turns. There's a cliffhanger in the end, where is that woman going? Like, she just vanished in her cells without telling the audience that what is going on next step. So those are the elements that I could potentially use if I were to develop a feature films, and I definitely think that it will captivate the audience with her origin, and with her next appearance on the screen. That would be something I am very interested in writing, potentially for the next feature. But as of now, I don't have any plan in making turning this into a show or a feature. But I hope I could start working on this spin-off in the near future.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. It's definitely a high quality short. I wish that, yeah, you will have an opportunity to make something beyond this. Thank you very much for your time.